Oh, hi. Hi. Comic Book Man here, and we're doing my favorite bit out of all our video casts. We're doing MMA news, and we're here with...
Bo!
Who really does love?
I'm in heaven. This is better than X-Men news. First up, we've got M1 Global has reached a deal to co-brand shows with Strike Force. Tell us all about it, Bo. Take it away!
Now going back to the actual report. Fedor Emelianenko and M1 Global have reached a deal to do some co-branded shows with the Strike Force company, the first of which will be in the fall. Fedor was supposed to go to UFC. It didn't happen because Fedor turned down, and get this, boys and girls, this is the deal he turned down. 6 fights, $30 million. Win, lose, or draw, $30 million, 6 fights. His first fight would have been a heavyweight title match against Brock Lesnar. Turned that down. He would get a cut of the pay-per-view, even though this is his first fight for UFC 103, which would be above what he would be getting for the fight itself.
Yes.
Another thing he turned down.
He turned it down.
He could also wear as much M1 logoed items as he wanted on his outfit because of sponsors and stuff and going like that. Mm-hmm. Turn that down, and they would let him participate in combat sambo, which is something he likes to do. He turned all that down. At this point, Dana White says, I don't really give a crap if he ever comes here. His people are idiots. They need to find themselves a reality check.
Now, do me a favor. Repeat that last part, okay?
Reality check.
No, the part right after I left and I stopped caring.
Oh, forget it. We're moving on to the next
Tito Ortiz! Oh, Tito Ortiz is doing something. I don't know what, but he's doing it all right. What's he doing, Bo?
He is officially re-signed with UFC. He will be fighting Mark Coleman in either November or December. He and Dana White have made up. They didn't kiss and hug at the press conference, but they shook hands and they said, we're not going to call each other idiots anymore. And Jenna Jameson, by the way, Tito's girlfriend, wife, mother of his child, she wasn't there. But, maybe she was, and people just didn't notice her.
Where was Jenna? What could she have been doing?
Well, she's got darker hair, so people probably didn't recognize her. But she is, maybe she was there. Hi, Jenna. How you doing, in case you're watching?
The UFC signed a bunch of people.
Affliction went belly up. We told you that in the last report.
That's
they signed Vitor Belfort, Paul Daly, Ben Rothwell, Chase Gormley, and a whole bunch of other guys. They might try to sign a guy named Gegard Mosseri because he's going to be fighting some other people. They have no interest whatsoever, by the way, in former UFC fighters Andrei Arlovsky or Tim Sylvia. They've got no interest in bringing them back to UFC one way or the other. But there were 25 people who were on the Affliction card. Of that 25, they're probably going to sign 15 or 16 of those fighters, and they will all be part of UFC.
You know what I have in common with them?
What?
I don't care about them either. Bill Douglas. What's Bill Douglas up to?
Bill Douglas is the acting head of the California Athletic Commission. Josh Barnett, who failed his steroid test and basically killed the Affliction promotion, he had an A sample checked. He said he was anabolic steroids. He had a B sample checked. It also had anabolic steroids. So Douglas made it quite fully aware of the fact that
he's pissing drugs.
Josh Barnett, are using steroids. Quit lying about it.
I never used no steroids.
He needs to test farther down the alphabet.
He needs to test farther down the alphabet. By the way, going back to the Vitor Belfort thing we talked about a while before, Vitor Belfort's first fight will be against Rich Franklin in Dallas, and they will both fight at the 195 pounds.
I'm murdering a bum.
They don't talk like that.
That don't? Okay.
No.
The shots to the head.
Sylvester Stallone wasn't there.
Those shots to the head don't do a thing for him.
They're wearing gloves.
Finally, we're going to wrap this.
Ali.
Finally, we're going to wrap this thing up, and I'm as heartbroken as you are. We're going to wrap this thing up with UFC and ESPN. They are not talking to each other, and they should be. Why don't you two talk?
Grow up.
Send each other a card. It's the time of the year to send a card. It's a holiday season.
Dr. Phil?
It's a holiday someplace.
Dr. Phil settled this.
Aren't there some Muslim holidays coming up or something?
Anyway.
Ramadan's coming. Send him a Ramadan card.
UFC and ESPN have not agreed to show fights on the ESPN network.
I don't blame them.
But talks are continuing because they said by the end of the year there will be some kind of deal announced with either ESPN or Fox to show UFC fights on regular television, aside from Spike TV.
Okay, well, that's it. We're done. We're about to do wrestling news next, which is actually fun. So until next time, this is,
a much better cover to use.
So until next time, this is Comic Book Man
and Bo
saying it's been great. Bye!
It's been a slice, boys and girls.
Soon they'll pay to see you guys fight.
Woo-hoo!
I pity the fool.